Should work out. Yeah, first spearfishing trip since November. We're heading over to the Sunshine Coast. Fred Ostroff and Fred's girlfriend are gonna take this little rig right here, and we're gonna hit up some reef, explore some new grounds. I've never really had too much luck on the Sunshine Coast spearfishing, but maybe a boat will change our luck. We are gonna find out. Fred has a 4.5 meter Futura Zodiac with a brand new 50 horsepower Honda. This thing flies. We headed out, but had to swing by and grab Ostroff along the way. Mr. Ostroff.
Good morning!
It was an early morning. We had a 7:30 a.m. reservation.
L-A-P-I-E-R-R-E.
One thing I like about taking these ferries is just imagining what type of coastline is out there unexplored. If you just look around here, there's so many different reefs, structures, and walls and drop-offs. I wish I had a boat. I'd come out here almost every weekend and explore different terrain. There's hidden gems waiting to be found, I'm sure. It was going to be a long day, so we made a quick pit stop. Good old Tim Hortons. The forecast had originally called for sun, but we all know how that goes. Regardless, any day on or in the ocean is a beautiful one. So the rain there, Fred?
I know. I didn't want to get wet today, but I guess I'll have to get wet.
It's kind of unavoidable.
Gee, look at my patented spear gun safety retaining system.
Down in Sports hooked me up with this Pathos Medi. It's a new suit that he's carrying. It's got a really nice camouflage, almost like kelp. Gonna match in really nicely with our water and our structure. It's made from Shaco neoprene, same as Cressy and Omar. Looks like a solid suit, and I'm really pumped on it. Nice seals there too. We got geared up, launched the boat, and started cruising. The excitement was in the air. What are you thinking, Captain?
I think we found it.
I think you're right. How are you feeling?
Good, I'm excited.
That's right.
Excited, man.
Yeah.
What do you tell me? What do you want?
Come on, speak. Oh. Okay, your head's in the way, Oshaw. But you don't want to be on the camera and then you're hogging the camera. Good times. We pinned a good spot, threw down the anchor, and got situated.
Just throw the rope right on the ground.
It's hard to explain the feeling you get when you're about to explore a new spot. So let me take you on a dive. We lay motionless on the surface to slow our heart rate, and once relaxed, duck dive and kick hard to fight the buoyancy of our suits to depth. Our ocean is full of nutrients, but as a result, the water visibility is often poor. We swim down through cold, green, murky water to the unknown, but eventually find the bottom of the reef. We were hunting for rockfish and lingcod, which are often hiding in rock boulders, caves, and cracks. How's it going there, Sunstar? We move slow around the bottom as the fish we're after blend in well with their surroundings. Rockfish and lingcod are not a challenging fish to shoot. Finding them is the tough part. This dive was around 10 meters, fairly shallow, which allows for a fair amount of time to explore around the bottom. However, the more searching, the faster we consume our oxygen. I spotted an alright sized copper and took the shot. Dinner in the bag. We didn't see much from there, so we checked out a new locale. About a year ago, the battery on my dive computer died, and I never bothered replacing it. It was an adjustment at first, but I prefer not having it in many ways. I get a pretty good idea of the depth I'm at by feel, time, kicks, equalizations, and pressure on my body. I found while diving with the watch, I was too focused on the numbers, which was taken away from my relaxation. At the end of the day, a computer doesn't tell me when it's time to breathe or the sensations my body is experiencing. Only I know that. This dive was around 15 meters and I still wasn't seeing much. I reviewed the footage and noticed a lingcod hiding behind some rocks. I'm pretty sure it would have been undersized, but the fact I missed it with my torch shining right on it illustrates the importance of slowing it down and paying attention to the finer details. I moved back to shallower water as my hopes for finding a lingcod were fading. I figured I'd try and target some greenling, and there's no need to drop below 10 meters to do so. I only saw some rockfish and I already caught my daily limit of 1 in this area. I came across an octopus den towards the end of my breath hold. I went to the surface to recharge, but I ended up losing the spot. Fred found another one, but when we knocked, nobody was home.
Smuggler's Cove. For those that don't know, this used to be a place where rum runners would come, and I've been told in the past that we can find good bottles here. Looks like Fred found a couple already. I see, buddy. Well, that's awesome, man. An old blue one.
There's a 1 on it. A 6 something. 166 something.
Made in China?
Yeah, probably.
It's 1664. It's the beer 1664.
Is that old or new?
No.
You mean it's 1800?
It's still like in the market, like.
Alright, so maybe that one wasn't too old, but we still found some pretty cool stuff. There is not much value in old bottles, but searching for them makes for a fun little treasure hunt. As they say, one's trash is another's treasure. It's hard to know the age of a bottle just by looking at one in the water, so research is required to help and determine its origin. If you recognize any of these bottles, give me a heads up. This was my best find of the day, an old blue jar. Again, I have no idea of the age or origin, so let's just say it came from the pirate Larry Kelly, who roamed these waters in the 18th century. Fred wouldn't let me ditch a scuba tank to make room for more bottles, but I still got to bring 6 home to add to the collection. We got a second wind, so we went out for one last dive. I decided to leave my gun in the boat and just dive for this one.
if you don't want it, they can take.
That's the point though, because you don't have to stay down for long.
No.
Here, to find the lingcod, you had to stay, well, you didn't have to, but then being able to stay down,
Like we saw many of them. We saw really many of them I saw, but they were, all of them were small.
yeah. But yeah, that was like 15 meters of water. And I had to look for it for a while, so.
Yeah, Fred tasted the forbidden fruit and speared a fish while on scuba. He prefers the challenge of breath-hold spearfishing and doesn't plan on making a habit of it. Don't worry, Fred, we don't hold this against you.
Like this?
Yeah.
And then hold like this? This is my catch of the day.
Hey, we just wrapped up the dive. We are all done. We hit up 3 different spots. We went spearfishing, did some freediving, some filming, and we hunted for a bunch of older bottles. Found the jackpot there in Smuggler's Cove. Yeah, wicked day. I'm exhausted. We all are. Probably go find some food somewhere and then call it a day and ferry home. So the adventure is not over yet, but I think the diving is for today. Yeah, it was a fun one, long one. Alright, now time for business. The Pathos Medi 7mm is an open cell suit with a line camo exterior. It's very stretchy, made from durable fabric, and from fine stitching and double layer gluing. The wetsuit features a snap clip tail closure, anti-slip sternal pad, elbow and knee protection, and it offers excellent thermal protection and comfort. The medium fit me perfect. I don't think a custom suit could have fit me any better. The smooth neoprene edges on the face, ankles, and wrist offer great comfort and further prevented the infiltration of water. It's not as stretchy as my Seppi Crescia, I'd imagine due to less paneling and the exterior lining material, but it comes in at a more competitive price. The Pathos Medi is selling for $426, and the Pathos Onyx, which is virtually the same suit without the camouflage, for only $350. Both suits I would highly recommend without question. And that concludes another trip. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, give it a like. It really helps to please the algorithm gods. Peace and love, everyone.